Let me pull it up. Let's pull it up. We're going live. All right. Tweets been sent out. I see people are in here already. Yes, I've gone live. All right. I'm already seeing someone saying they're livid. I'm gonna give this a minute and then I'm gonna fire it up. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. We're definitely gonna talk about it. Emergency emergency live stream. Oh man, man. Hold on. We are gonna talk about this. All right. So my freaking Twitter account and text messages have exploded. So, as you are already seeing on the screen right now, Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed until November 2019. Let's talk about this. I'm literally just going to read it right now. So, we have decided to move the launch of Cyberpunk 2077 from September 17th to November 19th. Those of you who are familiar with the way we make games know that we won't ship something which is not ready. Ready when it's done. It's not just a phrase we say because it sounds right, it's something we live by even when we know we'll take the heat for it. At the same time, we're fully aware that making such a decision costs us your trust, and trading trust for additional time is one of the hardest decisions a game developer can make. And despite we think it's the right decision for the game, and we'd still like to apologize for making you wait longer. Our intention is to make Cyberpunk 2077 something that will stay with you for years to come. In the end, we hope you understand why we did what we did. At the time we're writing these words, Cyberpunk 2077 is finished both content and gameplay wise. The quests, the cutscenes, the skills and items, all the adventures Night City has to offer, it's all there. But with such an abundance of content and complex systems interweaving with each other, we need to properly go through everything, balance game mechanics, and fix a lot of bugs. A huge world means a number of things to iron out, and we will spend the additional time doing exactly that. This week, journalists from all over the world are starting to independently play the game. We are eager and quite stressed to hear their opinions as well as see your reactions when they publish their previews right after we air Night City Wire on the 25th of June. We hope this will satisfy some of your hunger for the game as we work to polish it for the November launch. Thank you. And co-founder and head of the studio at CD Projekt Red. So yeah, let's talk about this. Am I bummed? Dude, of course. But read what they just said. Game's not ready. There's still bugs. The game's complete, but they want it. It's going to be such a huge game and such a complex system. They need more time. That's how I look at it. So yes, I'm absolutely bummed by this. Of course I am. But it's 2 additional months. We're already close. I mean, we're going to get Night City Wire in 7 days, and then we're going to get a full look at the game. And obviously, there's going to be some previews coming out about Night City in the game. So hey, let's just take it for what it is. It's a bummer. It's a delay. 2020 is a shitty year anyways, but hey, we literally have no choice but to be patient with this, and they understand this betrays the trust of gamers. Now, if they would have said back when I think they delayed it in January or whatever, if they'd have said November, then we'd have been fine with it. They thought they could hit September, and as we're getting close, they realize they're not going to be able to make it. And it's so funny because we were getting close to that 90-day mark. I was going to wait until there was 89 days left, and I was going to tweet out something and be like, whew, we made it. Because once you get inside of 3 months, that pretty much means they're locked in and they know they're ready to go. So it's a bummer. We do know that people are going to get to start playing the game now. We're going to start to see previews for it come out, and you know, we're going to see opinions about what they're working on. But hey, if the game's just simply not ready, if there's still some things that aren't working, would you rather get a buggy game in September, or would you rather get a more refined and polished game in November? I can wait till November for it. And look, I understand it's outraging some people. Some people are going to be pissed off. This is the biggest game of 2020, of course. You know, we know that. I mean, I have been anticipating this game for 8 effing years at this point. You know, the last 2 years have just been even wild. I mean, I've spent so much of my own personal time researching the world of Cyberpunk, trying to understand everything that's going on with Cyberpunk. I mean, the 2 demos have been incredible. Been able to talk to the devs directly about certain things, and it's, yeah, of course, I'm arguably one of the biggest Cyberpunk 2077 fans on planet frickin' Earth, but I understand that they needed to pause this. They needed to pause. They needed more time. I would rather them take a little bit of additional time to iron out the kinks so that when we do get it in November, it's ready to go. So that's how I'm looking at it. So let me look at some of these comments here. I've just been talking. I saw someone early say they were outraged by this. But what are you guys thinking? Let's see here. Yeah, like Jez is saying, honestly, you wouldn't want to play a super buggy open world game that crashes, saved it. Exactly. If there's issues still, take your time. Just take your time. That's how I look at it. Take your time, because I want this game to be great when it comes out. When I finally get to sit down and play this game, I want it to be amazing. I don't want to hop on Twitter and be bitching and moaning that the game's broken. CD Projekt Red, you guys are frauds. This game's a buggy mess. You took 8 years to make this and it still doesn't work. If those additional 60 days allows them to make this as perfect of a game as they possibly can when they launch it, take that time. Please take that time. That's how you have to look at it. There are so many other games I can be playing right now that, okay, fine. Now, all of a sudden, September opens up. Guess what? I'm playing Destiny 2 Beyond Light in September now, right? The Avengers is still coming out in September. We know Xbox and PlayStation are going to have more things. Ghost of Tsushima. There's so many other things that I can still play during that period of time while we wait. You know what I mean? And if anything, with this coming out in November, hey, those of you that are picking up a Series X or a PlayStation 5, you probably get to play Cyberpunk on that. I don't know if the enhanced version is going to be out at that time, but hell, you get to play it then. Yo, look, again, I'm trying to pull the positive out of this, right? I know the new Ampere cards are coming out for NVIDIA. I want that 3080 Ti. It's supposed to come out around September, right? Well, guess what? Now I don't have to stress if I'm going to play it on a 2080 Ti. I'm probably have my 3080 Ti by then. So I'm going to be playing Cyberpunk at the highest freaking fidelity I possibly can on my rig. So it sucks. Absolutely, this sucks. Of course it sucks. I want to play Cyberpunk 2077. We were getting to that point where I was like, oh my God, we're almost here. And now it's been pushed out a little. Hell, they could have said 2021. If they said 2021, I might have fainted. But 2 months I can live with. It'll be fine. So what else are we saying here? I'm just rambling. And Mariano, thank you for that super chat. And you were saying to me, Cyberpunk delay possible link to Xbox Series X release. It is possible, doubtful. It's possible, but it's doubtful. I don't think they're holding this up just for the Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. I think they're holding it up for exactly what they're saying here is the game's not ready yet. And that's just how we have to look at it. Think about how big this game is. Think about how complex this game is going to be. I would rather them take 2 more months if they need it to get it right, because I want it to be great when it comes out. And that's what I mean. Can't dwell on a negative of 2 months. You got to look at the positive of that. As they're saying in this, the game's done. The game is complete from start to finish. but they got to work out some additional kinks. And it looks like they need 2 more months of that. And let's also remember, we're dealing with a global pandemic now with COVID-19. Yes, they've been able to work from home, but they're not all working and collaborating together in an office. So they're doing the stuff remote. So that adds a layer of complexity to everything that they're doing right now. So again, I'm very sympathetic to it. And I understand, that this is not going to be a perfect process launching a game of this magnitude. So again, we get Night City Wire next week. We'll get to see what the game is. Some people are going to get to play it, and we're going to see previews from it. So I'm looking at the positive of it that way. And what's going on, Tanya? I see you're just a big old whelp. And what else do we have here? Special edition Cyberpunk Series X. Yeah, right. Yeah, that would be amazing, right? I would love to see it. Would absolutely love to see that. Okay, and MRDR Pepper is saying then they shouldn't have given a date and said we're going to delay it again. I mean, they said that back in January. Again, we weren't in a COVID-19 world at that time. They thought they could hit September. So I don't fault them. I'd rather them be upfront about this when they know they're not going to reach the date versus try and just drag it out. Excuse me. So, again, it's a bummer. It is a bummer. Of course it's a bummer. We know that, but just gotta be patient with it. I mean, I'm literally in a tank top. I was not prepared to do any of this, and all of a sudden my phone exploded with tweets and text. So I was like, let me just hop on the live stream and I'll just talk this out real time. What else do we have here? I'm pretty sure it's gonna release in 2077. Let's hope not. Yeah, and considering Dying Light 2 was also delayed, we're just going to plow through the backlogs. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of backlog games we could be playing right now as well. And I guess Aaron Greenberg was right when he said Halo is the world's most anticipated game. I mean, I know he obviously says that in jest, but I mean, yeah, Halo. Let's hope Halo doesn't get delayed out of 2020. Let's hope that arrives along with the Series X as well. Again, we're in a COVID-19 world right now. We're in a global pandemic. We cannot gather together in offices and collaborate together. So the fact that any of these games are still going to be able to make it in 2020 is a miracle, honestly. So again, I can be patient with this. It's okay. I haven't even looked at my Twitter mentions yet. I'm just sure that they are just going nuts. I've just got all these text messages. And what do we have here? What else do we have? All right. So let's see. Horizon polish the game. So, but hey, like I said, I just wanted to hop on here and kind of just address this in real time. Look, this sucks. Of course it does. I wanted Cyberpunk out in September. We were getting to that point where it was ready, but we're going to see it next week. We're going to get to see it. We're going to get to see this world that they're working on next week, and I'm sure they will address this more during Night City Wire. And then, like I said, we're going to see actual previews from certain outlets that have had hands-on time with the game, and we'll just go from there, man. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can say. Now, again, I will say in positive news, since I have an audience here, next week I will be co-hosting on IGN their Summer of Games for Night City Wire. I will be co-hosting the pre-show and then coming back in the post-show to analyze everything that we get to see. So, look, this news sucks. I'm sure we're going to probably address it on IGN as well. But we do get to see the game, and we're going to get to talk about it, and that's all we can do right now. Again, we're in a global pandemic, so the fact that any of this stuff is even coming out right now is amazing. But yeah, the IGN opportunity is I'm still very excited for it. It's still an amazing opportunity for me to be on that stage and be able to talk about a game that I adore, a game that I've been highly anticipating, and I've just been looking forward to for so many years. And like I said, we're going to go to Night City. We're still going to go to Night City. It hasn't been canceled. Night City's still going to happen. We're going to go there next week. We're going to get a sneak peek. And then obviously we're going to go through the summer here. I'm sure there's going to be some more marketing and preview coverage to come during the summer. And then we're going to get to November 19th and we're going to play Cyberpunk. That's just the way I'm looking at it, man. We just got to stay positive and know that we will eventually get this game and we're going to get to play it. And what else do we have here? I'd love to hear from Marcin and Adam during Night City Wire the same way Mark and Luke. Which, hey, it may happen. It may happen. And again, remember, this is a global stage, and I'm sure it's all going to happen in English. And, you know, they may not necessarily address it directly. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I'm sure there will be a representative from CD Projekt Red to talk about this for sure. Who it is, I don't know. But I do agree. It would be nice to see the co-founder of the studio and the head of the studio be able to talk about this. Yeah, let's also not forget we have EA Play later today, and you know, we'll get some game announcements there. The Star Wars game, hopefully the Mass Effect remaster will happen. Maybe we'll see some Dragon Age. Maybe we'll see the next version of Battlefield. Obviously, we'll see Madden and FIFA and those type of things. So, look, it sucks. It does. It does suck. It really does suck. But you know, I just got to be patient. And look, I got to April 16th. And I was like, okay, I made it to the date the game should have came out. So I'll get to September 17th and I go, okay, this is when it should have come out. Now, damn it, don't delay it anymore. So I can get to November 19th and I'll have it in my hands and I can play it. That's all. That's all I can hope for at this point. And like I said, just got to stay positive about it. Got to stay positive. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, again, I know I got a couple super chats while I've been talking. So again, thank you for all the support on that. And I guess again, since I'm just talking about here on this channel, all that is going to upgrading my equipment, better lighting. I'm looking to get a new camera, just the whole setup. So thank you to everyone that's been supporting me on this channel. And like I said, I'll be back later today. This will probably be on Twitch, but we'll be doing EA Play, and we'll break that down and talk about that too. There will not be a live recording of Gamertag Radio on Sunday because we already have content that's going to come out for that, and it's Father's Day, so gonna enjoy my day, so to speak. But next week we'll be back with more stuff, and then obviously Thursday will be Night City Wire. On the 25th, I'll be on IGN for the pre-show. Don't know the time just yet, but I'll be on there for the pre-show. Then we'll all watch Night City Wire. Then we'll come back, do the post-show, break it all down. And then I am still planning on doing my own individual breakdown and analysis. I'll have that posted here on the channel as well. And then we'll also do a podcast with Danny and Pete on Gamertag Radio. We'll talk about that too. So look, extra 60 days. Just got to look at it that way. 2 more months. We got to wait longer, but the game's done. I will read it again. At the time we're writing these words, Cyberpunk 2077 is finished, both content and gameplay wise. The quests, the cutscenes, the skills and items, all the adventures Night City has to offer, it's all there. But then again, with such an abundance of content and complex systems interweaving with each other, we need to properly go through everything, balance game mechanics, and fix a lot of bugs. A huge world means a huge number of things to iron out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So it sucks, but I get it. And I am respectful of that team and just all the hard work and time that they've been putting into a global pandemic. Let's not forget that to get this game out to the world. It will be the biggest game of 2020. I am still super excited for it. Can't wait till next week for Night City Wire. Can't wait to talk about this more. And yeah, it sucks, but here we are. And shout out to everyone over at CD Projekt Red. I guarantee you this is not the news they wanted to put out today. Guarantee that. And let me see. Look at the chat here real quick. So YGN Light, so disappointed. Disappointing, but it's just a reality of the world we're in right now, man. We'll get the game. That's how you have to look at this. We will get the game, and it's going to be amazing when we get it. And that's all we can do at this point. My advice: just find other things to play to kill time right now. You know, I've been playing a ton of The Witcher 3. I've been playing Destiny 2 again. I am playing The Last of Us 2 right now. I'll have more thoughts on that next week and beyond when I finish it up. Ghost of Tsushima is coming pretty soon. And then obviously we're going to spill over into the fall. Obviously we're going to get the series Xbox reveal in July. Ubisoft's going to have their reveal. We're going to get more PlayStation 5 news. while I'm talking right now, shout out to Insomniac Games, James Ham. He's one of the devs, I believe, is on the art team. They talked more about Spider-Man Miles Morales, and they talked more specifically about the importance of Miles Morales being a black superhero and what that means to people that look like me, even more specifically my son. Because I'll tell you right now, when we saw Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales instantly became his favorite superhero. And you know what he said to me? Because Miles looks like him. He is also a biracial child, same as my son. My son is black and white. Miles Morales is black and Puerto Rican, and he can relate to him. He is a superhero he can relate to. So that is the importance of this game coming out with the PlayStation 5. Look, I might talk about it being on PlayStation 4 or whatever. None of that matters. It is the representation that Miles Morales represents. The representation he represents. Oh my God. But you get my point. And that is very important to someone like me, to my children, to other people of color out there in the world. So bravo to Insomniac Games for spotlighting this now and talking about it now, and hopefully they'll talk about it more in the future. So I was very happy to see that, and we'll get more Spider-Man Miles Morales news leading up to its launch, you know, whenever the PlayStation 5 comes out, which I assume will probably be in November. What else? Okay, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and end this now. Like I said, I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about it. I'm actually going to go read my Twitter mentions, which I'm sure is like on freaking fire right now. But bummer, but I'm still excited for the game. Just a little bit more time. Look, we're all at home anyways. We got all the time in the world. So yeah, November will be here before we know it. And the end of the shitty year that is 2020. You know, and we'll play Cyberpunk and Night City well into 2021 and beyond, and that's just the way we got to look at it. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me on this emergency live stream, because I had to talk about this in real time as I found out the news. So hope everyone just hang in there. Hope everyone's staying safe. Crazy world right now, but hey, this is some unfortunate news, but everything's gonna be okay. It will be okay. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and end this now. Again, appreciate all the support and love over the past few weeks. And I will see you next Thursday on June 25th for Night City Wire. Make sure you check me out on IGN. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until then, I will see you guys. Actually, I'll see you later today for EA Play. But next week, Night City Wire, June 25th, IGN. Make sure you check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. See you then.